Well, there's a good reason you may not really care about Canada's trade war with the U.S. A recent study shows Alberta's economy won't be affected much one way or the other, deal or no deal.
Trade agreements can harm blue-collar workers.
Very intensive conversations happening now in Washington.
Millions of jobs for Canadians.
But in Edmonton, the minister responsible for natural resources remains confident in Alberta's place in a new NAFTA deal.
Securing that energy chapter in the NAFTA and making sure that it continues to benefit both countries.
A report from Moody's Investor Services suggests Alberta is one of the provinces least impacted by a NAFTA outcome because our dominant industry, oil and gas, is unlikely to be hit by any new tariffs. Ontario and New Brunswick, relying more on auto, agriculture and dairy, will be hardest hit if no deal is struck.
We're now in a terrible negotiating position anyways.
The Conservative Shadow Minister for Economic Development is disappointed Canada is in a catch-up position to reach a deal with the U.S. But the Conservatives stand behind the Liberals in finding a deal.
Particularly here in Alberta, where we're seeing a lot of hundreds of thousands of jobs are impacted by a strong NAFTA agreement. So we want to make sure that we're supporting their efforts at the table.
Right now, it's expected that Canada and the U.S. will reach a deal by Friday.
It's going to be obviously very good for Canada if they do, and I think it's probably not going to be good at all if they don't.
And Prime Minister Trudeau's response to all this, saying no deal is better than a bad deal for Canada.